Alex Navarro, do you love to destroy?
I only love to destroy. Fuck creating.
Yeah, no, that's some say destruction is the ultimate act of creation because you're creating space for new creation.
Do we have a new creation here in the form of Destruction All-Stars?
Yes, it's a new creation from Lucid Games, and this is a PlayStation Plus game for the PlayStation 5. It's available right now, you know, for like $0 additional as part of your PS Plus membership if you have one of those.
Can you even buy it if you don't have that?
I don't believe you can currently. I think it's only available as part of that. There may be some backwoods PS Store page that will sell it to you for dollars, but honestly, the PlayStation Store has been such a mess since the PS5 launched that who can say on that front. I like this game. It seems cool.
Yeah, I keep going back and forth on it. Like, I haven't played it myself, but I've watched a decent number of people playing it, and it's like there's some neat ideas here.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it's a full game yet to me.
Exactly, and so I think it's really well suited for this PlayStation Plus slot. Whereas
maybe not as a $70 game.
Right. Back when they were taking pre-orders for this as a full-fledged product, this does not seem like that. But who knows? I mean, maybe that was not. Maybe they adjusted it since then. I don't actually know, but. It's a neat, if slight, sort of thing here. I'm just going to get into it. You've got a lot of characters, and the characters will have one vehicle ability, or like a hero vehicle, and then also when they're on foot, they will have a on-foot ability, both charge up on separate meters. We've got 4 modes here that are all kind of just like different takes on, if these cars crash into each other the right way, you get points. If they crash into you, that's bad.
Right.
And
so 2 of them are solo, 2 of them are 8 versus 8.
Yep, this one, Mayhem, is just straight up, like, it's like a deathmatch mode, sort of. You just crash into the other cars and try to get the most points. All the modes are 16 players. And we'll see how it goes. What I'll be doing is using the right stick to juke around. You can kind of jut out to the side or get a little speed boost up ahead to try to... I'm going to be Blue Fang because I have a mission to do stuff with him. And he's got a shredder that will go on the front of his car, and that's pretty good. And
plus, I mean, he reminds you of King from Tekken, so
and also, like a king, but with like this king is not saving orphanages. I feel like this guy is like doing, I don't know,
maybe running buzzsaws into orphanages.
Running buzzsaws into orphanages and like doing keg stand or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Bruce Buffer is your announcer.
Wait, is it actually?
Yes.
Ha! Okay.
Yeah. And so they've built mechanics around like, hey, you aren't just dead when your car blows up, you jump out of the car. And so there are then abilities of like, oh, I want to try to get on top of a car that has someone in it and steal their car or destroy it or what have you. I'm getting ripped up.
Would you say you're getting wrecked?
I would say I'm getting wrecked. Getting wrecked up. Wait. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, heavy hit got me 3 points, and then I got knocked out of my damn car. There's a car over here. Just got to jump up and get it. Oh, someone took it, but I'm on the car now, so I can try and... You know what? I'm just going to blow up this car instead of taking it. You screw off. Take that car. I'll take this car.
That's a van.
Yeah. So different cars will have different hit points and stuff like that. And I think for me...
You're trying to build up to get that special ability, right?
Yeah, and also, like, I'm getting points for all these wrecks. So you see the scoreboard in the upper left, like, I'm getting 3 points for a heavy hit and stuff like that. So you just kind of want to smash into people. Oh. And make sure you're hitting and not getting hit is really the thing. And as a part of that, the game kind of has there are definitely moments where you're like, oh, we both boosted into each other, or like you'll hit into people, but because you were boosting, you take no damage and they take all the damage. And, oh god.
Oh no, your van.
Yeah, that was my van. Oh, that car already got blown up.
You just extra blew it up.
Yeah. And so this game's all about cooldowns. Like even when you're on foot and you have a melee attack, like that even operates on kind of a cooldown. And I'm still kind of dialing in like what is a heavy hit and what and what isn't. It definitely, because that boost is pretty high powered at the start and then less high powered after that, it seems like. And so hits that I look at and go like, oh, that doesn't seem like it's that devastating of a blow, are like heavy hit 3 points. I'm like, oh, okay. It can be kind of forgiving on some of that stuff. If like I boost all the way out here and then hit later, as long as the boost is still active, it seems like it'll just count as a heavy hit as long as I've got my angles right.
I think if you're doing a destruction derby game, there really shouldn't be a lot of room for interpretation about that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
If you're wrecking a car, like we live in a world where the burnouts and, you know, the wreck fests of the world exist. And if you aren't doing a thing where it is just very clear, A, the amount of damage you are doing, and also B, just your cars don't break apart quite like that, I feel like maybe you are messing up a little bit.
Yeah, it's that's probably the one thing about this game I would say is that just like sometimes and this is something that oh god. All right.
Damn.
My meter is full, so I'm going to call in the shredder car.
Nice. Hell yeah.
All right.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, so now we want to try to start up the buzzsaw and then just drive over into this mess of cars and hope for the best.
Oh yeah, that's the good shit right there.
That was not bad. I am in first place now.
Went pretty all right for you.
Yeah. I think I ran over people as well as cars in that situation, which is, you know, grim. But you end up in these situations with this game where, like, oh, like I rounded that corner and there was a car there, and I was like, oh god, I need to hit up on the right stick and make sure I'm boosting because then I will not take any damage from this collision. And and that's a little weird. Like you'll take more damage from wrecking into a wall than what you will from going head on into another car sometimes because of how that can go. Oh jeez. Oh, so I didn't boost there.
You got some good ones in.
Yeah, my my shredder ran out, and then I didn't boost, and now here we are.
Collecting crystals for some reason.
Yeah, I think the crystals probably fill up your cooldown meter. I have no idea actually what the shards do, but it could only be that. Like I feel like it's the only thing it could be.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing that makes sense. I feel like the parkour aspect of this game is maybe just a little underbaked in a way that a lot of other things about this game are a little underbaked. It's
sure,
just like,
yeah, it's like you look at it and go like, oh, that's cool. Oh, wait, it's not as cool. You know, it could be.
Other than jumping up to get a car, like, is there anything really interesting about doing it other than just trying to avoid getting run over?
Right, there's avoiding getting run over, and then there's the shards, and again, the shards probably.
Like, I know you can jump on the cars. I know you can jump on the cars and potentially either steal them or destroy them, but that also seems difficult.
Yeah. I'm getting a few hits in here, but I've sunk to 6th place, and we're almost out of time. Oh god. Oh god. This is unacceptable. It's got a handbrake, which is, you know, of course it does. It's a driving game, but I think the drifting and like the handbrake turns and stuff like that feel pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually, how do the cars feel? Like, are they overly slick? Is it feel like there's a good handling to them? Does it really vary at all between the cars that much?
It doesn't seem to vary that much. I mean, the van is going to be a little stiffer than the smaller car. I totally fucking murdered that person.
Yeah. Well, they were just standing there, so.
Yeah, that's what you get. I like the visual. I like the style of it, the character design, and the arenas and stuff. I think it's like it got that good, colorful, but like you're fucking things up kind of thing going for it. And yeah, it just, I think the main thing is that it just seems like it's very slim. But again, for the price, you know, that doesn't doesn't
For the
bother
price
me
they
too
went
much.
with, as opposed to the price they were
Yes,
initially pitching.
exactly,
Yes.
Yeah. So if this were the game that came out on launch day and it was $70, like this would be an incredibly different conversation because it's
Yes.
There's maybe not a ton here. And I wonder like what kind of longevity it'll have. I think, but at the same time, I think if they stick with it and keep tweaking it and adding modes and other stuff like that, like I think that this is a really solid foundation for like a game in which cars crash into each other, which is hard to get right a lot of the time.
Yeah. There are studios that specialize in making those kinds of games because it does take a certain level of focus and desire to do that kind of thing right.
Yeah.
To not fuck it up.
Yeah, and I think they're a lot of the way there. I think this it reminds me of Onrush, which I want to say this might even be some of those people. I could be wrong. But in terms of like that aspect of like, oh, there's going to be collisions that's a part of this, but how do we do the scoring? Like I keep coming back to that. It's just like, if I'm boosting, I'm going to get the score. If they're boosting, they're going to get the score. Or rather, like some of the times the angle will determine it and stuff like that. And
right.
Sometimes that stuff you get a hit that you think is bigger than it should have been, or not as big as it should have been, and that's a little weird. I'm going to be the invisible guy this time.
Okay. I joked about this when we streamed it last week, but I think the character select screen might be the best part of this game. Like, they clearly have some very talented character animators working on this because there's a lot of personality in those.
Yeah.
What are ultimately pretty standard archetypes for crazy video game character looking dudes.
Totally. Yeah, it's and when you get into the screens where you're like buying skins for them and stuff like that, all that stuff just looks like Overwatch.
Right.
It's like menu on the left with currency counts, and like it's got a lot of that. But yes, I think it's good. That's a case where like I boosted, but if you look, I also took 70 points of damage because of the angle of impact, I guess.
So this is one where, are you on a team or this is another solo mode?
No, this is solo, and so this is like a last car standing sort of thing. They're going to be holes that open up in the ground, and sometimes they open up a little faster than it seems like they should, or with a lot less warning than you might think, but that might just be readability that I haven't picked up on yet, because I've only played a few rounds of this. I probably need to get out of this car, huh?
That'll take the wind out of them.
See, like these holes are opening up, and it's like last man standing sort of thing.
Right.
I don't want in that car. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh. Whew. I don't know if there are going to be more cars or. Okay, yeah, there are going to be some more cars. That guy just made a car happen. Oh, I got hit. And I got hit again.
Fist combat.
Let me get in this car. I've done exceptionally poor at this mode so far. This is the longest I've ever lasted.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a bunch of damage there and did not get any points. Or I don't think I got any gears. So this isn't necessarily the same scoring system as the other one. You're getting gears for landing hits.
Right.
Oh! Okay. Well,
the car went in the hole.
Car went in the hole, and so the car went in the hole. I get an E or something. That mode seems interesting, but yeah, I think for me it's the holes maybe open up a little too. I don't know. Yeah, the holes open up pretty quickly, and it doesn't always feel like I have great opportunities to avoid them, but also I've not placed above the bottom three since I've played it yet, so I'm sure that there's just something to learn there too.
Yeah, some of it seems like it is just something that will come with practice. Some of it seems like it is by design, like it is supposed to be hectic and you are not necessarily supposed to know what's coming.
Right.
Which can also not be fun, depending on your outlook.
For sure, yeah. All right, Carnado is... Okay, what is this one? This is going to be a team-based game where we smash... Okay, stop. Okay, we're going to wreck into the other team. We're going to wreck into their cars. We're going to hurt them.
I'm with you so far.
And then as we do that, we will earn points. And you can stock the points in the vehicle you are in. And so in the center of the arena is the Carnado. And when you decide you have enough points that you want to cash in those points, you drive the car into the Carnado and it explodes.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I can see where this is going.
So if you bail out of the car to get in another car, you lose all the points that you have so far, basically.
Right, okay.
And so you are incentivized to drive into the Carnado, ideally when you have 50 points, because I think that's the maximum you can carry.
I was gonna say go with Ratu. I'm liking Ratu's whole vibe.
All right. Yeah, for as much as these screens are focused on the characters, you don't really see that much of them once the game starts.
Yeah. That lady wants to punch you, man.
She wants to punch, but like I wish that she would be like, I'm gonna drive good, because that's what I need.
Yeah. Also, maybe work on those bandages. They're kind of loose.
They're
You
a
wanna
little
tighten
loose.
that up.
It's like a mummy over there. Okay.
3, 2, 1. We're off.
Better stay out of my way.
Bank gears in your car, then drive into the Carnado to collect those points. The more gears you bank,
There's been some weird inconsistencies around the audio where I feel like sometimes, it seems like there could be more music in match.
There really isn't much.
Yeah, it's
until
weirdly
like the very
quiet.
End of some
Yeah.
rounds.
And then, like, I've had a couple of rounds where the announcer didn't speak at all. But I guess actually the game just took a patch, so maybe that's some of the stuff they addressed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any of it.
I mean, the
playing
announcers
today.
aren't really giving you a whole lot here. You know, like there's a little bit of like, I can't believe that happened type stuff, but it's not meaningful.
No.
It's just there for flavor. And and I think the music thing is the more bothersome thing to me. It's just like, just give me something to kind of, pump up the matches a little bit.
Yeah, it's the audio in game is pretty flat.
that, the opposition have taken the lead.
Okay.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Up.
That person drove into the Carnado.
They drove into the Carnado.
I don't know how many points they had, but
We're behind by 1. So
okay. So far not too bad
Every
then.
little bit helps, but more helps more. Going easy on her, huh?
all right, let's try and hit this guy. Okay.
Hey, last place may look bad, but you've got nothing to lose. Go
Let's
all
just
out.
let's drive into the
that car is not
Carnado.
doing great. Might as well get him in there.
Yeah.
Takes the lead. Ratu's ready to unleash her breaker blast.
Oh, is she?
Oh yeah. For Breaker Blast.
Now sounds like a great time to unleash your Breaker Blast.
That's my on-foot Breaker Blast though, and I want to earn points, so
So it actually kind of does you no good at all.
maybe not so much in this. Maybe it probably depends on what the Breaker Blast is for each individual character. But. All right. Well,
Be much,
that
but
person
those
stopped
points
just
are
long
a good
enough for
start.
me, or maybe that was a dead car. I don't know, or an empty car.
This side scores.
The point is you got the points.
Yeah,
That's
the
all that
point is I
matters.
got points. That's exactly right. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh boy.
We want to get out of. Okay, I'm gonna just
Yeah, get on in there. Get on in there. Get to the Carnado.
15 points. That's enough. This car is at half health and not a particularly strong car anyway. Seemingly so.
Scoring detonation, surely part of a bigger strategy.
Dude, it's 15 points.
Yeah.
That's not
Get
that low,
Get
man.
F, man. I'll take it. You're right. It's not 50, but
Who the fuck is getting into this with 50 points?
so the first time
Who's
I
doing
actually played this mode, I didn't realize what I needed to do to cash in, and so I got 50 points.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, maybe I need to drive into this big thing in the center.
You're kind of... Well, you're on the diamond team, right?
Yes.
You're kind of killing it.
All right, we're gonna blow up this car, and then I'm gonna call in my supercar.
It wasn't nothing, but I think we all expected more. Nice. This team's got a commanding lead.
Oh, no, they just cashed in a whole bunch, but you're still ahead.
Oh, that's my car.
Time to go to work.
Yeah. So I think with this car, I don't necessarily activate the super. Oh geez. Oh boy.
They're giving you the business.
This
right
is not
now.
going great.
This is not how you want this to happen, man.
I had to build this meter up. Okay, well. The idea with that car, I think, is that you charge it up by wrecking into other cars, and then eventually it activates and basically has some kind of pulse detonation that will hurt everybody around you. I need to get up there to do this. All right, we'll take this car instead. Closer. Yeah, I feel like there are some matches of this where I feel like I'm doing great and everything's just lining up and I'm banging people up, and then there are matches where I feel like I miss every shot and nothing satisfying happens, and I'm just like screwing up left and right. I'm just gonna. I mean, this car has nothing on it. Hey.
Point to point.
Yeah, the car needed to go away anyway. Ugh.
Breaker and flag. Go, go, go.
All right, let's try and. Oh.
That wasn't really your fault. You were just kind of moving
Exactly.
and then they steered into your direction.
There we go.
That's a good hit.
Yeah, situational awareness and stuff, maybe for some of these team games. Like, you do get the icons there kind of indicating, hey, there are people, like, seemingly chasing me.
Yeah, I mean, making this kind of action readable is a challenge, and I think that for as hectic as it is, I feel like I'm still kind of able to discern what's happening here, but I also feel like that is probably very different if you are actually playing it as opposed to watching it.
Yeah, there's definitely an aspect of, like what happened there was I was trying to boost into somebody, and then one of my teammates, oh geez, I don't have a lot of time left. I gotta get this in there. One of my teammates got in the way, or was trying to do the same thing, and I guess voice chat might help with some of that stuff. But,
probably.
Well, we lost. Damn it.
You did as good as you could.
A D, as good as I could. Well, we're getting closer to that annihilate rival vehicles mission.
Is there any real single-player element to this at all, or is it just like, hey, do these modes, but with AI?
Yeah, it seems like it's that. They did create cutscenes for some of them, though, so that's kind of the this challenge series. So arcade is just those modes, but against AI, you can go in and configure it however you want. Challenge series is kind of like there's a little bit of story to it, but also they are selling access to these. So you get this. The first hit is free, but they're almost like battle pass like in the sense, because see this one, it looks like there are 7 pieces of clothing that I can get for completing these events. And for this one here, they want me to spend 200 points of DP. They want me to get into some DP here if I want to be the leader of the pack. And these seems like these appear to be like character-specific little story sequences. This, like I said, this first one is free, and hopefully it'll just play the cutscene again. And we can...
Yes, it will.
Need to be faster.
Impressive.
Mine? I'm training.
I'm just here.
No, you got your free ride. Didn't even have to try out. Learn the ropes somewhere else and don't come back till you learn some respect.
I was taught that respect is earned. You want mine? Beat me in the arena, if you
Oh,
can.
you want me to put you back in your lane? Fine. Buckle up, kid. School's in session.
And so this just leads to kind of a
You want to fight some people?
just a team-based sort of thing where that other character is in one of the other cars and is highlighted. So, you know, I think I'm going to get more points or something if I'm completing that task. But also, I think, you know, there are 3 stars to earn per level, and hopefully I don't need to earn all 3 in one go. So I think I just, like, what I really need to be doing here to get that last star is just collect a bunch of shards.
It's every all-star for themselves as they create mayhem and earn points in the arena. When the clock hits 0, the all-star with the most points wins.
How's it like that?
All right.
Does the do they do much with the DualSense?
Ooh, that'll take
Yeah, it's not bad. So, you know, there's a lot of good feeling when you're drifting and stuff like that in the controller. The triggers have some stiffness in them. The collisions feel all right. Yeah, that stuff's not bad. It's not the you know, it's not like the main calling card of the game or anything like that, but I think they use it pretty well. Yeah. Like there almost is like it's as the rumble just from driving, as I make turns and stuff, like as I turn right, the right side of the controller will rumble and the left side will kind of rumble a little bit in a way that almost feels like it gives the controller some inertia in your hand as you're taking some of these turns, which is like an interesting feeling.
Ready to smash the opposition with his breaker. A slam could have scored a knockout there.
Nice.
I didn't realize we would get some slow motion impacts in a single player mode. That car blew up
Yeah, I
real
guess
nice.
that's probably the only place they can do that, right?
Right, yeah.
Which is a shame because that's actually awesome.
Yeah,
And I wish you could do that in multiplayer, but I also totally understand why you cannot.
right, yeah.
And drive it too.
Yeah, that makes these impacts look so much fucking cooler than
Totally,
they do in
yeah.
multiplayer.
That's and focusing on just like, hey, by the way, the like cars break up really well is nice.
Yeah, I do still kind of wish they were a little more,
Waiting for maximum impact.
I don't know what the word I would use is, like a little more piecey, like there were just more pieces of them flying apart.
Yeah. Yep.
But I also, like, it's not bad. Like, I don't think it's bad. It feels like, especially in the multiplayer, like I said, it just feels like the impact isn't all the way there.
Right, yeah.
Nice. This team's got a
All right, let's see if we can get some...
Oh, God.
We got in a car.
Can you get them out of
I'm
the car?
going to steal this car.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to actually, no, I'm just going to blow it up. It's way more fun. I want to get them out of the car so I can do this. Gotta barge them.
Damn.
So they do it in
You
New
made
Bridge.
them
You get
quick through the wall.
barged. But I don't know, am I eventually gonna like kill this person? Or like is this just like, hey, I'm gonna just keep doing this for 1 point? Like what's the end game here?
It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely not going to get another 20 shards before time expires, so I guess I should just get in a car and do something. Unless that's a mystical crazy shard that gives me more points. That's fine, I'm not going to make it up there. Ugh. Screw it. Ugh. Uncool. You know, so far in
There you
first,
go.
it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
so this car does a cool, like, has a shield that comes over the front of it, which is a neat little effect, and then
There's no getting through that.
it's a nicely ridiculous looking ability for a car to have.
Yep. Everything about this is really stupid. I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, yes, the ideas for some of those car abilities, and just like, here's the big shredder, and here's the big flaming shield thing, like, it's neat. And yeah, so that's, I mean, I guess that's, oh, did I accidentally hit restart?
We can always get a little more Bruce Buffer in our lives.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll say it again. I prefer Michael Buffer. Bruce Buffer. I appreciate that he has found
He found his place in
his
life.
place with the with the UFC stuff, and that's good on him. But I don't know. It seemed special. The way Michael Buffer did it seemed special. When he was there, you were like, oh man. Whereas just Bruce Buffer is here to say it's time. Like, all right, it's time.
If I had to guess, I would say that even though Bruce Buffer is the one who's working a lot more these days, it probably still costs more to get Michael Buffer.
Yeah, if he's assuming he saved it, then he can afford to not go. Let's just try this last mode, the stockpile mode. I think it's the only thing we haven't shown. So we'll just do that real quick.
Take a little peek.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this thing's all right, and I hope they do more with it. If it's just this, then I could see playing it for another week or so and off and on and being like, all right. And then at some point you're just stuck playing bots because everyone else has moved on. But
it's like you said, there's a foundation here. There's a notion of like what they could build on that I think you could do some really cool shit with it. It just kind of depends on what they have the resources to do and what they had, like what they want to do with it.
Right. Yeah. It seems like, just like level design and stuff they could do, like if they got into levels that weren't strictly arena based and stuff like that, even you could have some interesting race style modes, but then you're getting into more of an onrush type of thing even more directly.
Right.
But hey, that'd be cool.
I do wish there was a little bit more variance in the environmental design. Like, it doesn't have to be anything too buck wild, but it does all kind of look a little samey after a while.
When they get at the start and go like, it's Tokyo, it's Barcelona, and it's like, all right, it's just here's another.
What does that mean?
Here's another arena with walls. Like the features of the levels don't seem like they matter that much. All right,
almost there.
I mean, maybe just no one wants to play this mode. This mode to me sounds like the mode I would be interested in the least. This is like we're going to get gears as we... I think it'll be like Carnado, except instead of driving the car into the center, there are 3 control points around the map, and you will drive the gears back into that point, almost like they were Halo skulls or something. Array of spikes. Okay. Spikes and proximity mines sounds actually fun, so let's try...
Yeah.
this.
I'll do my best.
You had headphones in. I understand. Does that bandana just say high school on it? It does. Okay.
You didn't get one of those when you left high school?
No. I did not get anything to say, hey, enjoy the high school experience post high school. I mean, I guess I got like, the ability to sign up and go to the junior college. But
oh, look, Big Ben. See, there you go.
Yeah,
An actual feature of the place.
hey.
Naruto run.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get to these cars fast. I mean, what better way to get there than...
There is no better way.
But look out. Your opponents have their eyes on those
All
banks.
Wow. I don't know how you didn't win that.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is one of the banks. I need a car, not a bank. Oh, geez. There's a car.
Always climbing.
Okay. Right. Well. Oh, okay. All right. That counted.
Points.
Yeah. I feel like most of the damage I take is from me wrecking into walls.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Oh, see that?
Yeah, I don't think that helps you. Oh, there you go.
There's no one in that car. Counter over it means it's going to despawn. What? Wait.
Oh, no.
Hey. Okay, so I guess
Hey,
some of
that thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess this is a map that has a feature on it. Then we found it. We fell into.
Did not see that one coming.
Yeah.
Gion's keeping it cool and keeping their breaker on ice.
Okay, so this is character breaker is going to drop. The numbers are dropping off of. All right, so there's some proximity mines that I dropped, I guess.
That's far.
Nothing says I like computers quite like zeros and ones flying off of you as you run.
Every hacker has that feature.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, did I get, it says I have 0. All right, I have no gears.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really figured out yet, like, what you're supposed to be doing here to actually score points.
So I think I'm supposed to collect these gears, and, well, I don't,
Breaker letter obtained. Find a
I
full set to
feel like I'm,
serve
oh, do I have to get them on
others.
foot? Okay, that's what it is. I gotta be on foot to get gears. And then,
That's a bank
Shit.
taken by the team. Nice work.
and then we go to a bank to bank them. And I bank them in their bank, and then try to steal it. Yeah.
Is that all they're banking?
They kicked you out, but you were doing some work there.
Yeah, well, it looks like their bank meter is lower than it was.
Yeah.
Like we're maybe slightly
If you put a
closer
few
to.
more gears in there, you might get it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's control points. Got it. It's
Yeah,
just that
exactly.
You have to do it for these like weird gear things that you only get outside of the car.
Yeah. Yes. Oh boy.
Oh god, that's a shredder car.
Yeah. Did not hit me with the shredder though, so we're still okay for now.
You are unshredded. Spinning donuts.
Yeah. You know, seeing if I see anybody. That car's already dead.
A mere nudge. Hit 'em like you mean it.
And then I hit the wall, and then I got
And then that happened.
blown the fuck up. Let's get in this car before it despawns. Oh. Just not seeing enemy cars. Like I'm-
Yeah. Where did they all go?
Oh, there are only 3 of them. It's a
Oh.
okay. This is not a full game. There's your problem.
That explains a few things.
Going easy on 'em, huh? Yikes. And
Oh no.
they're okay.
Okay, all right. We're gonna.
Yeah, so just hop up there, I guess. Get that bank.
You need more than that to take the bank over. Gion's keeping it cool and
There's
keeping their
more
breaker
over
on ice.
here. Let's get them and try and cash them in.
Hell yeah.
Ah.
Seems like the jumping is pretty forgiving.
Yeah, it's a little.
They really did
Um,
grind their gears.
It feels like imprecise in a way that works out probably to your benefit more often than not. Like it'll just grab ledges and do its thing. I feel like there's just, I don't know, maybe it's just a severe misunderstanding on the part of other players about what we're supposed to be doing here, maybe. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm the only one I see collecting gears, but... Oh, hey, that was my person. We're cool together. We're all right. You are not. And then I dove
And
in
then
a
you
hole.
fell in the hole. Yeah.
Now
they put
no
you in a
one is
hole.
all right. Oh, but this is a bad... Okay, see, I did it again.
That's a really bad starting
That's a
spot.
bad spot for me to be. Okay, let's try and not do that a third time. I got a hidden shard.
Is that good?
Sure. Well, we control one bank and two of the banks, so I assume we won. All right.
I think you won that, yes.
Victory.
Okay, so it's not
Possibly
even...
by sheer numbers alone.
Yeah, so I guess you don't even... It's not even like as you control the bank, you get points like Domination and Call of Duty. It's just like whoever has 2 or more at the end, it looks like. Okay. Badge
Good
bonus.
job.
Yeah, I did it. Me.
Yeah.
That was me that did that. Probably.
This game seems okay. It seems
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. I am having a fine time with it. But I think probably from here on out, now that I have kind of dug into what there is to see, I feel like the solo modes are like Mayhem probably in particular, where it's just, hey, just crash cars for a while and then whoever did it the best wins. Like that seems like the most fun. Let's see. Oh, so there are skins. You know, it's a video game.
I assume this is how they intend to make their money.
Well, yeah, I guess this one is for sale for money, but the rest of these are like what I'm getting for leveling up.
Right.
But then it seems like, hey, if you want the one that's extra fancy...
I wouldn't be surprised if those are the ones that get filled out over time.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Because all these just right now seem like it is just, here's a slightly different color. Like that's,
right.
Yeah, and then the expensive one is the one that feels even like remotely different, but even that just doesn't seem like it's not like a full remodel of the car or character or anything. It just kind of seems like, oh, okay, so here we've got 2.
Yeah, I think for me, it's not as much about what this game is doing right now. It's like what's coming next. Like when we understand what it is, like they are planning on doing with additional content for this thing, I feel like that will kind of make or break it.
Totally, yeah. I think if they are able to lean into it and give it some kind of ongoing support, I think that could be pretty cool. And then yeah, so they're charging for this stuff if you want to get your DP. If you're
not for $20, I don't.
No, not a $20 DP. All right.
No,
well,
not into it.
Okay. You know, everyone's just don't. I don't want to shame anyone if they want like a $5 of DP or $100 DP. Like that's up to them. That's on them as far as I'm concerned.
Fair
Alex,
enough.
This is Destruction All Stars.
Thank you for showing it to me, Jeff.
Anytime.